I'm gonna tell you, I have an AR-15, but I do not believe an American citizen deserves anything like a semi-automatic. What do we need it for?
The more regulation that we are putting on firearms, you really can be putting people in danger of getting their hands on a gun if they were to need it.
This thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is probably going to be a good guy with a gun.
There just should be stricter background checks.
What do you do? I mean, we're going to keep arguing this. This is going to keep going in a circle.
All of these things need measured thought. They need research. They need the input of professionals. Get the politics out of
it. Gun Talk, Part 1.
Good job, Larry.
Peep. Okay. Blame the violence on controllers, question bigger motives. Fortnite and toy soldiers make them unwrap more than gun raps. Every rapper a killer got it tattered on their shoulders. Selling crack from the stockholders, same one ship you off to Iraq. Unpacking the cycle back in youth, they gave you Call of Duty. Became a truth when you got called for duty. Remove your name and gave you tags for jewelry. Then ship you home and give you badge for jewelry. Gun at your waist so you react with cruelty. Camera phones to show the footage, we desensitize. Channels get a higher rating when they take black lives. Brown and Aragon are perfect footage for the feeds. Can't ignore the new intrigue. Who's the lead? Used to keep the body count in Afghan, now it's Yemen in suburban schools. Filtered out by bachelorette and ocean views. Used to teach you morals far beyond the pews. Now the preacher's closing all his doors when flooding's on the news. Conceal and carry legal only if the skin ain't darker hues. News. Part 2. Pete. Trade my MacBook in for Mac 11s. Bow ties for a padded vest. Teach them duck and cover when they 7. Box of bullets in my teacher desk. PLC out at the shooting range. False security for those untrained. Running drills like a lesson plan. Can't execute it when the threat's untamed. Can't imagine shooters in your range. Kids exit class in imperfect lanes. Hear the yells and screams through the window panes. Mental pain ain't covered, but we built new gyms for shooting range. Instead of arming teachers, you could have them walk through metal frames. Show that kid attention that's been staring out the window frame. Social pain and social change instead of treating with Prozac. Project what we produce through problem solving and no gats. Media giving no slack to gang violence in urban schools. They walk through a TSA removing shoes. Last I checked, they shooting in suburban schools. Perfect picket fences just for hiding what you're afraid to view. And our rages focus on Amendment 2. Now they funding lead for our pencils too. News. Part 3. Tired talking about our guns, let's speak on our sons. Place them on a pedestal as if they holding up the sun. Black boys, it's just hit and run. Muslims call them terrorists. White men with majority, but then we change the narrative. Blame it on their mental health imperative to keep the norms. Born to power privilege, our focus should be pivoted. Quick to overlook that mostly men committing homicide. Those with mental ills just count for 25% so they can choose to lie. Raise our boys with foolish pride and shatter souls. Need to rebuild ethics before gun control, standards before bias polls. Hold him when he's young and teach him clenching fists. Boys think if they lose that they should be dismissed. Jacksonville was not a twist. Emasculated egos got him feeling like he's powerless. Wanna show he's strong so he can walk in room in empty clips. Consumed by an emptiness, burden of an image that breeds emotional impotence. The gun only represents what we've dismissed. News. Gun Talk.